Hi there. I wanted to point out something that I recommend you watch. I highly recommend it. It's 4 episodes of a show called The Billion Dollar Code. And I can recommend it because I'm not knowledgeable about a lot of this stuff. And so if it interests me, you know it's got to be good because it has to be good to hold my attention. There's no top-rated actors in this, or at least that I know of. I've never heard of them. And a lot of it's in German, but you have the subtitles there, of course. Some of it's in English when they're meeting people in Silicon Valley and such, or the lawyers are talking. So it's about a company, a German company, Art Plus Com, and they were some hackers, and they met up with another guy, and they formed a company and had great ideas. They were just really brilliant, and they made the mistake, I believe it's a mistake, of when they were invited to go to Silicon Valley, of not being pragmatic, not being prepared, and not being cynical. I talk a lot about in my videos about the need for cynicism. And they weren't cynical, and they ended up giving a lot of their secrets away. And Google, of course, pounced on it, stole their ideas, and didn't compensate this company for it. So they sued Google, and if you watch the series, you'll find out what happens. But I think it's very good, and for this reason alone, is that you learn a lot about yourself. Do you think Google would do this? Are you prone to believe that Google wouldn't do this? That Google came up with the idea for Google Maps and Google Earth? Well, if you're prone to think that, then you're saying something about yourself. And many people who are in the know, I've happened to talk to some of them, know that a lot of these companies are small companies that come up with these great ideas, and the idea gets co-opted by the big companies like Facebook and Microsoft and Google, because you don't have the resources to fight them. If you want to go to court, it costs a lot of money, and nobody has that kind of money except the big four. So they get to steal your ideas, and of course the government rules and laws are so outdated that nobody can do anything about it. You can't change the rules unless you have the money to speak to the rule makers, the politicians. So that's the way the world works. You could extend it out into many other things like John Deere. Those workers, 10,000 of them are on strike right now because they are the workers. They get things done, but the company has the levers for power, and you can see where that's going without me explaining it. So it's a wonderful drama to watch. Highly recommend it, and you'll learn something about yourself on how much you believe, who you believe, and you'll be highly entertained. And there's lots of great pictures about Germany, and they go back many years and show you the lay of the land when Germany was still East and West, and the things that happened then. And I find the whole thing, the way it was laid out, to be done really well and highly worth watching.